My first guest is well known in country music and has been known for killing time and being a better man. But apparently, he was also an early adapter to technology. Joining us via satellite is country singer Clint Black. Welcome, Clint.
Hello.
I'm wondering what happened to the rest of your cowboy hat there.
Actually, technology got in the way of it.
That's fine by me. You've been singing for about 10 years. I was wondering how you actually got started in that.
Yeah, actually, it's been longer than that, but I started making records about 12, 13 years ago for RCA, and it's something I just picked up. You know, my brother used to play, and I started playing guitar in high school, and eventually got a band, worked the clubs around Houston for about 10 years before getting a record deal.
I actually used to sing your songs. I drove from Iowa to Missouri. My girlfriend taped them for me, and so that's how I got into country music a long time ago. So.
She bootlegged it, huh?
Well, let's say that. No, it was completely legal. It was long before Napster, let me tell you, that's for sure. You actually sing with your wife, Lisa Hartman, correct?
Yeah, we've got a couple of duets. Both of them are included on the Second Greatest Hits package. When I Said I Do and Easy for Me to Say.
Oh, wow. Now you're way into technology. You always have been. You've got a studio at home?
Yeah, I've got a home studio utilizing Pro Tools. I've got about 150 gigabytes of hard drive space. I record straight to the hard drives, operate the Pro Tools myself, and I've got two Yamaha O2R consoles that are linked together that I can operate, and pretty much carry a portable rack system of Pro Tools to studio and record the basic tracks, and then I bring it all home and can work from home for the rest of the way. How
do you communicate with your employees using the internet?
Well, I use email. Back in '92, when I was doing a tour, we were touring 100 cities in 4.5 months, and I had a lot of conferencing to do with agents and managers and lawyers, and I made them all join AOL, and we would conference on the phone and meet in a private chat room, and I could rest my voice and type my answers and questions while they could all talk, and it helped a lot that way. But now we have email. We have a virtual network where everyone in our group can go to find out what the schedule is or contact each other, just get updates and stay current.
Yeah, did anyone quit when you forced them to use AOL, even back then?
No one threatened to quit. Only whenever I wanted to do a fat-free tour with catering, and I was on this Pritikin thing, and I almost had a mutiny over that.
Now, did you get started in technology before or after your singing career?
Really, while I was still playing in the clubs, the first thing that introduced me to technology was a watch that allowed me to store up to 50 phone numbers. It started there and went to a wizard data book, and eventually I got a computer, and it's been all Japanese from there.
Now, you talked about using Pro Tools, which is a software for the Macintosh. You're an expert in that?
I would say that I'm an expert with a little bit of help on the programming end. As a user, I am quite proficient. I can do just about anything in the process.
And it sounds like you like being hands-on with your music and technology.
I do. I'm able to go in and set inputs and create new tracks. I can run my complete system. That's me there with Edgar Winter recording his saxophone parts on Electrified.
Oh, phenomenal.
And yeah, I'm able to work at home without any help. I do have a systems chief who will keep it running for me, and I always say that together he and I equal one computer genius.
Well, that's a good thing. It's always good to find someone that can compliment you that way.
Yeah.
You've recently done work on your latest video, Been There. What kind of technology was involved in building that?
Well, with Been There and the Easy for Me to Say videos, I bought a couple of Sony cameras, a DP100 and a 150, and then I would go and shoot projection elements with those cameras, plug it in FireWire into my laptop, and then edit together the backdrop pieces that we use the projection with the live action. And you know, I'm tutoring now on the what is it, the Final Cut Pro,
I've
been just using iMovie, which works great for me, very intuitive, and something I didn't really have to take any lessons at. But I would put together these, edit these video pieces together, which I do with home movies, but being able to use it and making videos really added a lot to the small budgets that we have for music videos.
Oh, makes sense. I had a chance to look at clintblack.com, of course, your official website. I was very impressed with the fact that you had a lot of ways that listeners could interact with you. Did you have any part in creating your website?
Absolutely. I worked with McCartney Multimedia on that, and Macrina Doyle was a fan who created a fan page that we discovered and liked what she had done so much that we made her official and started working directly with her and creating the HTML site. And then McCartney Multimedia came in and did the Flash site. And I like to be involved. The creative side of things is very exciting to me, so I get involved with the themes and the backdrops on the pages. I'm always involved with the Blackboard, which is our message board, and I read all the messages and respond to some of them. And I get a lot of ideas from things that people say, a lot of good feedback, and feel like it keeps me in touch. My favorite thing about the website really is the interaction that I have. Aside from that, you can sample the music. You can see, on the Flash site now, you're actually hearing a lot of music beds that are tracks that I'm working on for the next album. I just made an MP3 file and emailed it over to McCartney, and they use those as music beds.
Now, speaking of MP3 files, how do you feel about people downloading your music, even if it was a girlfriend, say, about 1990-ish, that needed to give a tape to a boyfriend because he wasn't into country music at the time?
Well, if it creates a new fan, I don't think any of us can complain. If it gets someone to Missouri. I do want to stress, though, that the thing that drives our culture is what the fans buy in music, and a lot of us, most of us, make most of our money playing on the road and very little off of the record sales. But in order for the fans to have a say in what's happening musically, it's important to buy the music. They really have a tremendous impact on our culture.
Yeah, what are you planning on doing at any point in the near future as far as your music is concerned, maybe videos, websites, anything you're looking into?
Well, I'm trying to right now discern the viability of downloading music directly to the fans. I know that blank CDs are really a hot seller right now, and I'm hoping that our fan base is going to get to a point where they can come directly to our sites and put together their own CDs. I'm not sure that that's going to happen anytime soon, but I want to be ready for it.
That makes sense. I got a question, too. I noticed when I was going through clintblack.com, you had a section for your favorite websites. One of them, what was it called? Like Better News Only Better News?
Oh, yeah, that was positivepress.com.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Now, is there any reason why you have that there? Is that a site that you visit on a regular basis?
That's a site I go to whenever I have the time and just read things that make me feel good, because one of the things that I think that we have a problem with on our planet is a bad self-image. And there's an essay that I found there. It was The State of Humanity, which is from a book by Julian Simon, I believe. And it really enlightened me and made me feel a lot better about the state of humanity, the state of our planet. We'll always have things to work on, but it's important for me to be reminded of all of the great things that are happening and all the good news out there. There's also a link to the Daily Outrage, so if things are looking too good, you can still go there and find some bad news.
Oh,
I do have a disclaimer, though. It says we're not responsible for the mood this puts you in.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. That's it's a good thing. I mean, it's good to be in a good and a bad mood at certain times during the day.
Balance is important.
Very important. The yin-yang thing going on. I have one last question for you. And you mentioned iMovie. You mentioned obviously Mac and some digital video cameras. What's your favorite piece of technology?
You know, I guess
can't live without it.
I can't live without the laptop computer. You know, I take a lot of digital photos, and I've got the Canon, I think the Olympus E10, and I take a lot of digital photos and I put them in my computer, and whenever I'm away from my family, I can watch slideshows. I can do the same with the video camera. That's essential to me. I've become very addicted to being able to look at I've got a daughter that just turned a year old yesterday, so as you can imagine, the slideshows are running when I'm on the plane.
Oh, I bet. Well, congratulations on that.
Thanks.
Happy belated birthday. Who is this again?
This is Lily Pearl. She's a year old yesterday, and she's been very, very good to us. A lot of parents are telling us that we're very lucky, and she sleeps through the night. She's just a lot of fun.
You know, so do I. My wife is very happy about that,
too. Well, I do, and what am I, 700 months old? I haven't figured it out.
Well, Clint, thank you so much. Next time you're in the
Chris.
Bay Area, just swing on by, bring the family. We're a family show.
Okay, I'll do it.
Thanks again for coming on, Clint. We appreciate it.
Take care.
If you want to read more about the tech in Clint Black's life and find out his favorite websites, head to thescreensavers.com. There it is, clintblack.com, a wonderful website in both Flash and HTML formats. But stay